Hello there, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Mending Munich. We've got the Europa League quarter-final today. Both legs, Atalanta coming up. We have played 3 games since we last met. We beat Cologne in the league 2-0. Yannick Bunk and Tahavi scoring the goals there. They went down to 10 men with 6 minutes to play, but the game was pretty much wrapped up. We then went out of the German Cup again at the quarter-final stage. Still haven't got past that stage just yet. But we're getting closer. 1-1 draw on the night, but actually went to penalties, and we lost that on penalties, so not the best. And then we had Leverkusen literally a few days later in the league, and we drew 1-1. Pereira with the goal there to keep us 4 points in the lead of the league. 4 points with about 18 left on offer. So yeah, Wolfsburg in second with 52. Dortmund with 51, and then Leverkusen, Hamburg with 50, Leipzig 46, and Munich with 44. Bayern Munich in 7th in this season, which is not good for them. And yeah, that's all the wrap-up we've got to do. We're going to get straight into this first leg against Atalanta, and this is going to be the team. Ruddy in goal, Egbo, Velasquez, Carter Vickers and Pereira are the back line. Goujon and Lenz in the middle, Hudson-Odoi on the right, Cherney on the left, Gomez in behind Abraham. And we've got Kylian DeMarco, Luka Ilic, Tahavi, Bunk, Marquez and Frangen all on the bench. And we're looking for a healthy first leg lead. Pereira with a free kick gets the ball in to Carter Vickers. Hudson-Odoi's there and he puts us 1-0 up. Literally about 7 or 8 minutes before half time. And we go 1-0 up. It's the first highlight of the game. Pereira whipping that ball into the middle. Trying to find Carter Vickers but falls all the way through to Hudson-Odoi. And on the volley puts us 1-0 up in this tie. Other half-time results in this quarter-final. Besiktas are beating Schalke 1-0. Cagliari and Leipzig are 1-0. And West Ham 2-0 away at Leicester. So 2 away goals for the Hammers. Going to go into the team talk. And we're just going to say, happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. Cherney not having the best of games. So we might need to bring Bunk on off the bench. And say, hopefully, a few more goals in this second half. Pereira with a throw in into Gomez. Gomez now taking the ball on and lovely switch out to Egbo on this right hand side. Pushes it past his defender and puts it into that near post. Second goal for Munich. First goal of the season for Mandela Egbo. Substituting or deputising for Strangle on that right back position. Strangle's just come back to full fitness, not ready for this first leg, and he pushes it past the left back like he's not there and fires it into the top right hand corner. We're in the lead by 2-0. Tolo gets the ball into Torres, into Zobnin, and they go back to Derun, into Melagoni. Good possession play in the middle of midfield for Atalanta. Zobnin into Torres, and we're pressing him really well there, but he gets the ball around the corner to the left back and has to go backwards. Zobnin into Melagoni, into Barrow. Barrow now swivels on the ball and puts it into the back of the net. And Musa Barrow gets an away goal, their only attack of the game so far, and it leads to a goal. Musa Barrow's 13th goal of the season. Zobnin into Melagoni. Quick passing of the football. Barrow gets a shot on goal. Ruddy should do better there. Hour mark gone. 2-1 to Munich. Hudson-Odoi free kick. Goes for goal. And that's a great save by Aldero. Keeps the ball out just. And it stops us going 3-1 up. Gomez now in the middle of the park on a run. Goes over to that right-hand side and Hudson-Odoi. But good tackle by the left-back. Torres driving forward now on the counter-attack into Barrow. Barrow now on a shot and goes over the bar. Not the outcome he had in with his first shot. And it's still 2-1. Hudson-Odoi whipping that ball into the back post. Marquez is there, hits the post. It comes back to him. He gets blocked on the line. He should have had a goal there, Marquez, but unlucky. He's in the right area, so more coming from him than we did get from Tammy Abraham in this first leg. Coming into the final 15 minutes now. Egbo throwing the ball into Hudson-Odoi. Gets tackled, and it's right on the edge. They're going to have a look at this VAR and see if it's a free kick or a penalty. Martin Derun is the one that's brought down Hudson-Odoi, and the ref says it's going to be a penalty after the review. Who is going to take it for Munich, potentially to put us 3-1 up in this leg. He's going over to Derun and booking him as well. Luka Ilic is going to step up, number 7 for Munich. Can he put us 3-1 up and have that 2-goal cushion again? He's actually been sent off. He was already booked. Luka Ilic going to step up and he puts it into that top right-hand corner. Emphatic penalty from Luka Ilic, his 5th goal of the season. 3-1 Munich. hand throws it into Freuler, but good tackle by Egbo, and Marquez holds that ball up, and he's got Bunk on that left-hand side. He finds him. 5 minutes to go. Bunk now on the counter-attack. It's a little heavy, that pass. He goes over to Marquez, into Luka Ilic. Pereira on the edge. He's got a decent left foot on him, and there we have it. 4-1 to Munich. Second goal of the season for Elias Pereira. Good counter-attacking football. That pass there from Bunk to Marquez, a little bit heavy. Marquez races up to it, gets the ball back in. Luka Ilic can't get onto that. It falls kindly to Pereira, and he's got a hell of a left foot. 4-1 Munich. First leg win here coming. And there we have it. Full time whistle goes. Munich 4, Atalanta 1. Their one and only shot on target went in, but we dominated proceedings. 4-1 going into that second leg. Hudson-Odoi with an 8.7 today, as has Elias Pereira. But a fantastic win. We've got Augsburg in the middle of the two legs. I'll bring you up to speed with what happens there, and I'll see you when we get to the second leg. Before we get into the second leg against Atalanta, we did play Augsburg in the middle of the two legs and beat them 5-0. DeMarco with a penalty, Bunk with a brace, Marquez and Luka Ilic with the goals to make it 5-0. Comfortable home win for us. That keeps us 5 points clear in the Bundesliga with only a few games to go. 5 games left of the league season, so 15 points on offer. And yeah, a few more wins, a couple of draws, and we should be there and actually be able to topple Bayern Munich with a league win and go into the Champions League next season. Fingers crossed anyway. But second leg against Atalanta. This is going to be the team. Muller in goal. Strangle, Killian, Carter Vickers and Pereira are the back line. Lenz and McKennie in the middle. Hudson-Odoi on the right. Bunk on the left. To Harvey in behind. Frangen on the bench. Belik, Egbo, Goujon and Bula's come back from his injury, so needs a little bit of game time, hence why he's on the bench. Cherney, Brewster and Tammy Abraham. Again, mixing and matching a squad that I think is going to get the job done. We're 4-1 up in that from the first leg. Score a couple of goals here and we're pretty much in. Ismaili with a free kick, goes for goal and scores from the free kick. Muller, absolutely no chance. I could have had either goalkeeper in there and they're not going to save it. 1-0 on the night to Atalanta, 4-2 on aggregate, and Ismaili from the free kick. First goal of the season, and Atalanta take the lead just after the half-hour mark. And that is going to see us through to half-time. 1-0 down with half an hour gone. And yeah, we need to pull something out of the bag here. We're 4-2 up on aggregate, so looking rosy there. Leipzig 5-3 up on aggregate. Schalke and Besiktas are deadlocked with 1 apiece. And Leicester coming back into that one with a goal there to make it 2-2 on aggregate with the Premier League sides there. I'm going to certainly say far from pleased from what I've seen. I need a lot better showing in the second half because we've played well, but nothing really coming from it. With another free kick and into the far post, and looks like they're calling for a penalty. Varnier being pushed by, I think that's Brewster or even Carter Vickers, and no, Brewster it was, and it looks like it's going to be a penalty, and they're going to bring it back to 1 goal in this match. Referees come out and it is a penalty. If they score this, it's 2-0 on the night, 3-4 on aggregate, and we're on thin ice here. Dominguez steps up, one-on-one with Muller, and Muller, it hits the post, it comes back to him, and it's 2-0 on the night to Atalanta. With about a minute left, into Frangen, out to Lenz. Lenz got loads of space down the left-hand side for Bunk, and he keeps that ball in into Pereira, gets the ball in, and it goes in off Rafael Tolo, and we are going to scrape through this tie. 2-1 on the night with an own goal, 5-3 on aggregate. Our first leg really did set us up for a win here. Pereira's just going to drill that one in, and yeah, it's come off the defender. Unlucky for Toyo, and it's 2-1 on the night. 5-3 on aggregate. Brewster got back to goal. That is it. Full-time whistle goes. We lose the match on the night, but overall, we win on aggregate. We were very, very under par. We are going to see the semi-final draw before the end of this episode. Keep tuned in to see who we get. Here we go then. Semi-final draw. It's 3 German teams and West Ham. So very, very tricky semi-final opponents here. Schalke, Leipzig, us and West Ham. So we're going to draw the first team, Leipzig versus Schalke. So an all-German tie there, and we will play West Ham. First leg at home, second leg at the London Stadium. Tough draw against West Ham, and yeah, that's going to see us finish this episode. West Ham, as you can see, really late on in the running. Plus, we'll have the final if we get there. Last game of the season. So we will be back. I think I might bring you now, from now until the end of the season, every single game, because it's very, very tight in the Bundesliga. You see 5 points. 5 points behind in front of Dortmund, 6 points in front of Leverkusen, and 6 points in front of Hamburg, 7 points in front of Wolfsburg. So yeah, I'm going to bring you every game from now until the end of the season. So it'll be Freiburg and Leipzig in tomorrow's episode. So if you have enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until tomorrow, when we come straight back into this save, Freiburg and Leipzig, I'll see you soon.